INEC has assured Nigerians peaceful election 2023 as the police and other military forces set to train special force team concerning 2023 general election. INEC chairman Professor Mahmood Yakub disclosed that the coming general election 2023 will hold peacefully as INEC and security officials have shared experience and further collaborative engagement among stakeholders concerning security challenge ahead of the coming election. Speaking at the 2-day workshop on conducting Nigeria's 2023 general election in volatile security environment, the executive director of Center for Democracy Development, Idayat Azan, said that the idea of their organization is to secure the environment so as to have a peaceful election. However, Idayat promised that voters will be highly protected as Nigerian military set to train special force team towards the general election 2023.
The meeting is relevant because of the volatile security situation in some parts of the country and its implications on the forthcoming elections. It is timely because the election is fast approaching, but there is still time to address the security concerns ahead of the opening of polls in February next year. Most appropriately, I believe that arising from the shared experience of participants at this meeting, specific recommendations will be made to further enrich our understanding of the security issues in the forthcoming election, the various dimensions of the challenges, and most importantly, possible measures to respond to them to ensure that elections hold peacefully nationwide as required by law. The Commission welcomes this initiative, and as co-chairman of the Interagency Consultative Committee on Election Security, there is no doubt that the security agencies also welcome ideas and citizen support towards peaceful elections. After all, only recently, the Office of the Inspector General of Police organized a nationwide capacity building for police personnel on election security. The police was not only motivated by the same concern of ensuring a secure environment for the election, but also enhancing the professionalism of police personnel on election duty. Activities towards the 2023 general election will enter the next critical stages, beginning actually from today, September. In the next 19 days, that is on the 20th of September 2022, the Commission will publish the final list of candidates for national elections, presidential candidates and their running mates, senatorial candidates, and candidates for federal constituencies, that is House of Representatives, as provided by Section 32, subsection 1 of the Electoral Act 2022. This will be followed on 4th October 2022 by the publication of the final list of candidates for state elections, governorship and state houses of assembly elections. Campaign in public by political parties will officially commence on the 20th of September 2022 as provided by Section 94(1) of the Electoral Act 2022. As campaigns commence, we appeal to all political parties and candidates to focus on issues rather than non-issues. This is the best way to complement our efforts to ensure transparent elections in which only the votes cast by citizens will determine winners in elections. Once again, I appreciate the CDD for organizing this meeting, and I want to thank the security agencies and other stakeholders for supporting this initiative. The meeting is going to be held under Chatham House rules, so we are free to speak frankly and candidly. The ultimate objective is to find ways and means by which we can contribute to the security of the environment in our country that will enable the delivery of transparent and credible elections in 2023.
Background of the different insecurity plaguing the country, ranging from the separatist agitation in the southeast, the banditry and jihadists in the northwest, the Boko Haram insurgency that is still raging in the northeast itself, and all the security pale in comparison to the 2015 challenges we experienced. So this whole idea is we have to start talking about how to de-escalate the tension, how to secure the environment such that the Independent National Electoral Commission will be able to assess all areas of the country to conduct a peaceful and legitimate elections come 2023. I think for these elections, the security of election materials, the security of personnel, the security of voters are actually in contest, and their ability to assess all areas, there are actually problems. But we should also note that this is not just an INEC problem. This is a stakeholders problem. This security way are already prevailing. The challenge we are having is how do we conduct elections against the background of this prevailing insecurity, and it will behold on the federal government and other stakeholders to come in. Of course, the security forces were already doing some work in terms of reducing tension and bringing sanity to these parts of the country, to hasten it up such that elections can be held peacefully and voters can actually exercise their franchise during these elections.
Of 2023. So what I will be doing here is to take a copious note on what you feel is the problem or what do you think we should do as security agencies, and make sure I give the report to the CDS through the appropriate channel for us to be able to amend or try and do whatever is necessary from us to make sure we have a free and fair election. Thank you very much.
Security is a top priority for the UK's partnership here in Nigeria, and will become of increased importance over the coming 6 months. Strengthening delivery of peace and security is one of a number of initiatives we are part of with Nigerian and other international stakeholders and partners. Nigeria is facing more challenges than ever before to deliver a peaceful and secure election. At the same time, the demand for democracy and change, especially among Nigerians' rapidly expanding youth population and women across the country, continues to grow. These elections are important not only for Nigeria, not only for the continent of Africa, but for the world. Democracy across the world is under threat, and Nigeria can demonstrate the power of democracy to represent the will and ambitions of a nation. CDD's research on the conflict and crisis in the Northwest last year showed that when asked about their grievances, communities in some of the most conflict-affected rural areas of Zamfara, Niger, Katsina, Kaduna, and Sokoto lamented not having access to polling stations. Yet security personnel, INEC, and others face huge challenges in meeting this demand, not least because of the seriousness and range of the security threats that they face across the country. As important as the security of the election is, stakeholders involved in this election must strive to not only provide security for voters and the electoral process, but also to actively promote peace. We need to focus on police deployments and access to polling stations. These are critical issues, but they are not enough. Unity and peaceful coexistence between Nigeria's diverse religious, ethnic and cultural communities is under huge strain. Serious escalations of intercommunal conflict is an escalating risk across all 6 geopolitical regions of Nigeria.
Atonda Babatunde, GTV Africa.